What's happening, everybody? Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Cover alongside Mr. Wild Bill. Woo!
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Users. We're going to go inside the cover with some DC action, more horror books. Weird Mystery Tales.
Look at that. Holy
20 center.
Yeah.
July 1973.
Beautiful.
Usually these are original stories on the inside. What was I going to say? Usually 3 stories inside. Issue number 6. I just picked this up this past weekend. And this is issue number 6. I have 3 issues now in my collection. I have number 8, which was from my friend Joe. And I have one issue, a 25-cent cover in the 30s.
Weird Mystery Tales, weird Wonder Tales.
It's Bernie Wrightson cover, the other one.
Yeah. That's
So this cover is awesome. We're not sure if it's Bernie Wrightson.
It's got a thing down the bottom, but I don't know what... no, that's just a number. Yeah, it looks like Bernie Wrightson, but
I didn't go far enough to look.
No,
So the first story is The Chosen One. There's 3 stories. This is a story about Frank Harper. He's a thief, and he works at a nuclear power plant, and he steals this jar of uranium, and he's got a dog, right? So he wants to steal this jar of uranium because he's tired of working for pennies. He's like, I can sell this, on the black market, make a fortune with this jar. The jar opens up. He's like, oh no, got to cap it. The radiation gets out, and ironically, of course, it's a radiation story. The dog actually helps attack for him to keep the jar. He breaks out, and they're like, you never get away with this. So this guy's already on the run with this uranium. He's got this dog. So, of course, with radiation comes strange powers, and these people try to apprehend him, and he raises his arms like, get back! And the dog goes on attack, and the people, you see how they're levitating?
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, oh, wow, I got this power, must be from the radiation. Of course, right? So every time some threat comes near, you notice the dog goes to attack to protect. People get repelled. So this guy starts to think he's unstoppable. And so he's on the run. And, of course, the cops follow him, and he's out in the desert. This is in Arizona where he worked, this nuclear plant that he worked at. So he sees the sheriff off in the distance, right, coming up on him. So he's out in the desert, and he's got water. And over here, he's like getting tired. He falls down. He sees the dog and the mule who's carrying his gear, and he sees the dog going towards the canteen. He's like, that dog, he's going for my water. I'll take care of him. And he gets his pistol out, and he shoots his own dog.
Oh, geez.
And then the mule dies from sunstroke.
So
now he's got no water.
Jesus.
And then the people come up to apprehend him, and he's like putting his hands up, like, get back, I got the power. And they're like, they grab him. They're like,
he's got no power.
He's got no power. And it turned out that it was because he shot his dog. It was the dog that had the power.
Yeah, of course.
So he's like, he knew he lost his power, but it was the dog. And he shot his dog. So there's an ironic twist at the end for you, The next story is called Even the Dead Shall Laugh. So this story starts out with this guy going to see like this old hag. What?
I love the panel with the hag laying on the ground. Like, what is that all about?
Oh, yeah, so the hag, well, it's not the hag. The guy in the red shirt, Joshua, he comes to see her, and he's like, his friend Lemuel said that she wanted to see him. And Lemuel comes up behind Josh and hits him with the axe and kills him. So it's Lemuel who kills his own friend down here. Right?
Yep.
She's like, look out, but it's too late. Now he's lying dead. And the killer with the axe, when everyone shows up, he blames the old lady. He's like, she did it. And like she was, stereotyped that she was the old witch in town. So the townfolk believe the guy, Lemuel, and they stone her to death. And on her dying deathbed, she puts a curse on this guy that she's going to get her revenge on him.
Of course.
She's telling it right to his face. And so he's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't take that too seriously.
So he's got a baby girl who grows up. He's got a daughter who is born after the death of that woman. And the daughter grows up, and she's dating this guy that the father doesn't like. And the father eventually tells her that she can't see the guy. And she's like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm a grown woman. So the daughter, actually, in this story, she goes into the cabin where her boyfriend is because the father's telling her that she's got to end it. So she's like, I'll take care of it, Dad. So she goes in and she actually kills her fiance with an axe. And the father's like, "What'd you do?" And she comes in there, and she's like, "Dad, what'd you kill him for?" All because I wanted to get married to him and you didn't want me to? And then all the townfolk show up, and she frames her father, who murdered the old hag to begin with, and now he can't believe his daughter turned on him, and the townfolk hear it, and of course they believe her, and she's the real killer. She killed her own fiance with the axe, but the townfolk go ahead and stone him to death, and she lets him know up here. She's like whispering to him as the old hag.
Of course.
The old hag came back as the daughter. It's like,
there you have
it took me a whole lifetime to get my revenge on you, but it did.
Yeah.
And that's how that one ends. Woo. The cosmic log.
Cosmic log. Log, log, log. Everyone loves the log.
Yeah. We've got some more DC promos. House of Secrets.
Prez. What the hell?
Prez. That was a weird title. I don't ever have. Kirk will know about it.
Yeah, I've never heard
So the third story is The Third Eye. So this story is about this guy who gets arrested. He's an inmate. He gets caught in a robbery, so he gets sent to jail. Right. So he's got this inmate that apparently must have a reputation of not being taken too kindly to cellmates. So they're warning the guy, hey, you gotta make room. You got somebody in here. So of course this new guy, this thief, he gets the top bunk, and he keeps talking. He kind of goes nuts because the downstairs guy, who doesn't want anybody, doesn't talk. So the guy on the top bunk comes downstairs to talk to him because he's going nuts, so he's not answering him. And he sees his arm. He thinks he's dead. So he starts calling out for help, and the guard's like, "What's going on in here? Why can't you two get along?" He's like, "I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead." And then the old guy's explaining about how he can astral project his body. That's it. He can leave the prison whenever he wants to. And the guy really thinks he's talking about a jailbreak, and then he explains he's astral projecting. So then this guy starts to do it himself. I guess I don't know if hypnotism or whatever, but he starts to astral project. And he's a jewel thief, so he wants to go to this museum and steal a jewel. And the other guy that's in the cell, the one that's been in there longer, the veteran, he's like, "You can't do that shit. You can't be drifting off for too long. It's dangerous." And of course, this jewel thief, greedy, he makes it out, and he's flying around, and he's headed off to the city to go rob that museum. And he's got to, in order to do that, he's got to take a human form, so he's got to possess somebody. He can't do it in spiritual form. So he sees this guy walking in front of the museum, and he's like, I'll zap into this guy. But what he didn't know is that this guy he zapped into is like when he possesses his body, he zapped into a blind man.
Oh, jeez.
And he's like, I can't see. And what happened was he walked out into the street and got run over by a car. He got hit, and that's how he died, the greedy bastard. And that's the end of that one.
That's justice for you right
that's
there.
That's a weird mystery tale if I ever heard one for you. They have 3 weird mystery tales.
All right.
You got a nice, cool back cover.
The hit that ended the ball game. Score and Sports, Huskies. Sports shoes.
I never heard of these shoes.
I remember Huskies, but I never owned them. Yeah.
A sister of Hush Puppies, maybe?
I guess.
I don't know. Sister company. Anyway, weird mystery tales. Got it at a local place. $2 from Gem Find, man.
$2, what a bargain.
I like that.
Yes.
So there you have it inside the cover. I'm Wild Bill saying thanks so much for clicking that like button and that notification bell and your comments and your subscriptions. Hello, new subscribers. Hope you like this show. Hope you're enjoying the new year.
Yeah.
This is January 2024. That's it. So thanks for being here. We'll see you again on Comic Book Geezers. Keep on coming back. Thanks so much.
That's right. For Wild Bill, I'm Pete. Take care, everybody. See you soon.
Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.